We might be on. Okay. Well, that would involve me being able to switch this over to
Could you possibly?
my account. Yeah. Okay, switch that back over to my account then. Hello, people. If you can actually see us, we'll be joining you in just a moment. We've experienced a wee bout of technical issues.
Careful not to touch anything.
We have, yeah. Oh, I know, dude. I know. We have had a small problem vis-a-vis technical issues. We have a SHIT department work on that particular problem, and we should be joining you in just a moment. Well, since I can hear my own voice, I'm going to assume
that's
that's
kind of
working.
working.
Okay, I shall lower the volume. Work on that particular problem, and we should be joining you.
Good lowering that.
Good lowering
Good
that.
lowering.
Yeah, nearly as good as the whole get. Oh,
That was you getting past
that
the
was me
camera,
getting
right.
past the camera. So this live stream does actually have quite a delay. Right, let's get those out of shot. Right. Say hello to the boys and girls waiting.
What we need to do is share that, copy the link, pop it in all the other versions that didn't work.
My help, my help.
Now, how do I go back
Well,
a stage on this
just one
version?
moment. Sven does not like Apple products, so we just. How do you do what now?
Go back a stage?
Alright.
Oh, helpful.
I use the website. I don't use the apps that much.
Okay, right, so.
Touch screen.
Yeah. Damn the touch screens. Live. Mark 4 is the one we're on. And Mark 3, that went well,
That went well.
clearly.
So you
But apparently
promo,
that's
guys.
live. No, it's not.
No, it's
Okay.
not.
Go to Control V. Oh, for God's sake, how do I paste on this thing?
Control V. Control button there. V there.
Didn't work.
It does.
Well, it just didn't.
You're assuming that people. Can we just not end that one?
Well, that's not a lot I can do about it at the minute.
No. I'm not picking on you. Technology is picking on you.
Control V doesn't work.
Actually, I was thinking of the 1992 American edition collector's bear, which was Spock.
Helps if you read out the question because it's the wrong
Did
stream.
it say which bear?
Yeah, which
Bear
bear?
with
You,
me.
which bear? Bear with you, Winnie Paddington or Gentle Ben?
Well, you see, this is why I was saying it was the American collector's bear version of Spock, the one that you had the little booty covers to put over the ears to make them pointy. It was adorable. We will put pictures in later. This looks a bit more.
Ah, you're here. Is this not the stream I was waiting for?
This is the stream you're waiting for. Okay. Wow, that time gap is massive, but never mind.
You
So,
might catch up.
3, 2, 1.
Been live for
Hi,
10 minutes.
and yes, I know, but this is now the start.
Okay,
So,
alright.
hi, and welcome to Geekology. I'm David,
I'm Sven.
and tonight we are going to be doing a run through of some various bits and pieces we've picked up, and we're going to chat some nonsense. So, pretty much like every other Geekology ever, even though this is our 10th anniversary one. Da-da-da, da-da.
Why are you not wearing a combat?
Oh, because they're that side of
Yeah,
the
forget
fridge. Besides, I'm wearing cool.
You're wearing antique.
Uh,
It's last century.
1991. This was the
Last century.
25th anniversary. This
Last
thing
century.
rocks.
Still last century. How many years ago was that?
This from a man with an S on his chest.
Yeah. Okay, first things first, let's have a look at the USS Titan. Because we didn't get one of these before we started.
What, before Eagle West went boom?
Yeah,
no, we
no.
didn't. No.
There we go. Do you want to do the mag?
It's a magazine.
Hilarious.
It's a magazine.
So was that time you did a mag?
That I did a mag. Oh, it's been many years since I did. He doesn't trust me to do the mags. So here we have an introduction, as always, how to place how correctly to mount the ship up on the stand.
Mounting. Oh, matron.
Then we got some pretty pictures of
Could I move that over
ship.
there?
You can move
Possibly
that over
move
there,
it.
yeah. Because
This
the
way-
whole reason
This
it's
way, they might be
there
able to
is
see
just to
the
read
thing.
questions. For instance, we have good year for underscore. Yes, yes, it was. Okay, so
It's cloaked.
then we have the very important
Wrong
topographical view, and on this view, you can quite clearly see no information, none, nothing, nada. Then we have, that is gorgeous. Then we have, what do we have next? We have the animation version of said ship. We then have nothing, very little actual information, to be fair. Yeah, as I said, very just yeah. The mag is not worth. Yeah.
Here to save you from Packleds. It's the USS Titan.
It is gorgeous.
It is purple.
It is very stylized.
It is lovely.
Well, it has to be stylized because it's the lower decks version.
Yes.
And yeah, the purple is nice.
I must admit, I do very much prefer this version of the colour scheme to the little one,
To the the little one.
which you have.
I couldn't find it in time to do it.
Okay, the little one. You can't find a little one.
Live on the internet. Oh, we've got more people. Hi, Adam. Hi, Demon. See, this is why we let Sven do the reading. And Vols.
Make sure the Enterprise G isn't on the stand. Yeah. No, it's not there. It's fine. It's great.
Reference lost on me.
G
Oh, it
for
cloaks
Titan.
and yeah, the Titan that cloaks. Yeah, okay. Sorry, it's been a long day. And then
Does it dock that way?
somebody.
No, it doesn't. Does it dock this
Sven,
way?
did you not read the magazine?
No,
the
because you had
magazine
it.
tells you. The magazine tells you how to mount it on the stand.
I need to give it a good mounting. Right.
Well, nice to know something to get more. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
It says do it like. How does that work? It doesn't work.
Exactly the way you're doing it, just really gently.
Yeah, very, 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 really
Yeah,
gentle.
let me slip it in. I'm used to smaller things.
There we go.
Yeah, that's horrible. That stand is terrible for the ship.
Yeah, I can
That-
feel
look.
it.
Look how bad that is for the ship. That
Yeah.
is awful. It's rubbing the ship.
The wrong way.
Yeah, see if it'll fit with the nacelles in it rather than because that's awful. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. No,
No,
mind
no.
you, no, just no.
No.
Just no. We recommend that you get your own custom stand.
Stand.
Maybe a little red velvet pillow. Just have it
I'm
nestled
thinking
on.
you just kind of
That's-
put some velvet on that.
That is, yeah, because that rubs in all the wrong ways. Because A, it's not going all the way back onto the stand properly, and B, I mean, you can see the stand is shaped for it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It pinches there. Oh, dude,
Oh.
that's just not doing that model any good.
Right.
0 points for the stand. You know what? If Ignos
Minus
was
points
still
for the
a
stand.
company, I would be complaining about the stand.
Yes.
Who do we complain to now? Which one of the many companies that got this stuff outlet?
Let's
Peru.
complain to the shipping company who lost it.
Well, yes, there was
months.
that.
Yes, the
I'm
magazine's
very
bad.
annoyed about this, by the way.
You haven't been paying attention, have you?
Why are they going to release it, or have they? Did they release
It's
it?
coming as part of the.
It's coming as part of the
drops.
drops. Oh, bugger! The drops. It's
Tomorrow.
9 o'clock. It's tomorrow.
Anyway, the mag is decent.
The Maggie's crap. It's got no date. It's got no information in it. A couple of pretty pictures.
It's got no information on a ship that only appeared in a couple of episodes of Lower Decks and in.
Since
books.
when did that stop Ben making stuff up?
It's a fair point. It's a fair point. But at least he hasn't made stuff up for this one.
Okay, all right.
have a
It's a
look
valid
at that
point.
way.
It's a valid point.
Okay, let's go with that. Let's see what else we have kicking around. Oh, have we got any more questions? Are you paying any attention to what we've got on this
Oh,
list?
sorry, I'm really not. Oh, bloody hell, I've missed you guys. Oh, thanks, Dangerous Dad.
Yeah.
To tell you the
Dave.
truth, We've missed doing life as a bit slapped us both.
Life sucks.
And not in the good way. And not in the good way.
Life has been basically beating the crap out of me for the last God knows how long. But I'll leave that for a live stream or something on my own channel.
They were rushing things out towards the. Yeah, they were. Yeah.
Yeah, too many things they were working on. Yes, too much stock, too much product, not enough stock of the right ones, and all sorts of stuff nobody was going to buy. That was a big problem. There was a lot of that. It's like, oh, let's do every single Klingon ship from Discovery. Let's not.
You know, if they'd have done all of the Discovery ships in the proper scale, and then only done your big hero ships in.
There's your mag.
Thank you. Because this one shipped without a mag.
Maybe because the mag was never printed.
Yeah, they never printed the mag, did they? Yeah.
You've got one. Get your own out.
Leaving my minting box. There is a rule of acquisition about friends and merchandise, but I can't remember what it is. Let's see if any of our viewers happen to have that little Ferengi book kicking around.
You'll never guess who I bumped into the other week at Star Wars Celebration. I'm guessing it was the Force Ghost of Eagle Moss. No, Sir Mr. Robinson. But that went well.
Do you think he might have had words? I think he had words. Did you have words?
Did you?
I'm imagining he did. Right, so yeah, it's exactly what you. Oh God.
No, it's really not. Compare it with that.
Although
they were the same price.
Although the nacelles are better on this.
Are they?
Yeah, they actually like they're clear plastic.
They've got light piping, have they?
Yeah, they got light piping. Let's see.
Ooh, okay.
So that's quite pretty.
But no light piping on the buzzer drum scoops.
You say that, but I think that might actually be.
Oh, okay.
No, it's painted. There you go.
Okay, right.
Does it fit on the stand properly? Let's start with that, because that would be a big advantage over the.
I don't know how to fit it on. I don't have the mag.
Oh, you see that works.
Oh, you see now, yeah. There's a thing.
See that works. See?
There's a thing. All right.
Yay! Oh, and the time delay's better now.
Excellent. That's cool. We had words, but now it was all pretty cordial. Considering the situation, he was pretty optimistic. Someone would pick up the production of new Eagle Moss starships.
Oh yeah, I've no doubt somebody will. But
so. Well, the thing is it's never going to be as wide a range. No one's ever going to try and do all of those ships again.
The thing is, the plan was viable.
Yeah.
Then releasing all of the ships was fine. Even if, right, they'd have continued with the Voyager and all the rest, if they'd have continued with the Discovery ships in the wrong scale and messed about with stuff, they would have been okay. COVID was the linchpin on top of all of the stuff that they shouldn't have been producing.
The biggest problem they had is that they had too much out at the same time.
Yeah, that didn't help.
I mean, 2 ships a month tops.
Yeah.
Tops. And, they probably would have been all right. Because that was the problem. They'd gone through too many ships and stuff was stuck in shipping.
Yeah.
And if they'd have slowed it down to something that people could,
manage, afford.
They might have been all right, but I don't know. Okay, yeah. Dave, Dangerous Dak, has just said, we won't be seeing Wolf 359 ships made new again. True.
No.
But we'll probably see an Enterprise G. Yeah, Corgi want to do one for a start. Protostar, Picard, Strategy World stuff as a forward push before we.
I think if Playmate don't jump on the Protostar.
Oh, they are doing a Protostar. It's just it's been kicked into long grass a little bit because sales. I don't think sales of the first batch of stuff has gone as well as they hoped.
Yeah, but the show hasn't done as well, broadly speaking, as they'd hoped. It's been received very favourably by the fans.
We're just talking about the original first run of Playmates.
The first run of Playmates.
Yes, hence
I
we
thought we
say
were
the
talking.
first run.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant the first run of their figures.
They're not, the Prodigy figures aren't out anywhere else yet.
Oh, and well, no,
They're out in the States, but nowhere else. And the Janeway figure was delayed, which does not help.
Yeah, they kicked that back to the second lot of figures because
Yeah.
otherwise it was only going to be 2, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Which is
So
ridiculous. Who releases a run of 2 figures? Yeah.
Well, this is the thing. Is it depends. I mean, if they're
Actually, I'm going to
them,
put this your side so that you.
if
can
they're releasing them in solid cases, like every toy seems to be coming out these days, that would explain it because you can't. You basically can't have assortments when you don't know when your stock's arriving.
True.
Which has been the situation. I mean, on the Transformer side of things, I can certainly tell you right now, assortment cases are a thing of the past simply because they don't know when all of the stock is arriving to do the assortment cases.
Yeah.
So it's not happening. Stopped at 180, yet continued with the same size, just called them bonus issues instead. Should have just continued with numbers issues, they were basically the same.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, and they should have just merged everything else into that run. So they're all the same size, they're all the same, rough style.
I mean, I've
and then
said,
do XLs and the occasional special.
I've said
ones,
numerous times on our videos, Sven, do you want to move your camera coat? Because that looks like really weird advertising. I've said numerous times in the past on our videos that they'd annoyed me by doing web-only ships that you had to specifically go onto their website to purchase. Because they never bothered telling anybody who subscribed to it that those ships existed. If it wasn't for Sven, I'd have had no idea a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So, for those of us who have different disabilities or that just are not okay with the whole checking on websites every 2 minutes for the next drop, we missed out on things, which is just ridiculous as a business model. They released too many. Some of the pricing was just insane for some of the products that they released. And then they went and did specialist packs, like the Klingon Bird of Prey was one where you could only get it if you got it in the 3-pack to 2 ships you already had, and then the one that they hadn't released. And they said, but they said they weren't going to. They said you can only get it in the pack. They sold God knows how many packs, and they went, guess what? We're going to release it separate, which just makes them. So
Okay, just catching up with a few things that we missed. Vault of Icon said, I'm seeing NX01 on the saucer section there.
No.
Is that my saucer section?
Could be.
Probably. Dark Lycan 81, evening. Alright. We've caught up with the rest of it, I think. Right. It's kind of obvious, Dave says it's kind of obvious the first run of Playmates wasn't well received or sold well. Tell me about it. I've got the stock.
It was annoying. On a side note for the Playmate stuff, I personally found it very annoying that they'd done American packaging, which was all retro, and everywhere else in the world packaging, which was all the new uniform stuff.
The only problem is the American packaging would have been illegal here. Because of the statements that are from the original figures that don't match the product that's inside the box.
Yes, I know. It was a bad idea.
Yeah, bad idea. It should have been everywhere.
Should have just been universal.
And yes, repainting the faces on Wave 1 releases. But those haven't made it over to the UK yet.
No, but I've seen the pictures.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with the fact I've still got stock of all of the original releases. Mind you, at some point, those will be really rare.
They will be, just not every time useful.
Okay. Roger Hall says, good evening, lovely to see you both. Hello. Oh, Dave.
Hello.
Dangerous Dak Dave has said, no, Dave, they sold the Upwing BOP separate.
They did, but they didn't at the time. At the time, you could only buy the 3-pack, and then they released the other one separate. No? Sorry, Dave.
Mind you, that's like 4 years ago.
My memory's a little jammed.
A little. Vault of Icon said, the 2 prongy bits either side of the bridge module. Oh, I get what he means. yes, it's a callback. It's definitely a callback. Bearing in mind that the Titan was designed originally for the books, Titan books. So, yeah, which is one of the reasons it got retconned, kind of.
I kind of
into
feel
the
sorry.
Titan
I feel
A.
sorry for the guy who designed it
Yeah,
because he did a beautiful job. Came up with a lovely design for a ship.
Yeah.
Won the competition, and now they're using it left, right, and centre, and he's getting nil.
The problem is the new lines, we're just getting the same things as previous lines. We need new actual stuff to pick up interest. Yep. Yeah, none of the 3-packs had exclusives.
Okay. But,
Faulty brain.
faulty brain.
Might
For some
be-
reason, I know that the
It might
ISS packs weren't, but I thought the Klingon Bird of Prey
I
pack
think
was.
it might be because at some point you didn't find out about a bird of prey
I might not have done
that
it
was
because
separate,
it was
and
an
then you
exclusive.
suddenly went, I need to
You
get
know
that back
what?
because I haven't got that shit.
You know what? I think it was because it was a web exclusive.
Yeah,
and
might be.
that was part of the whole
Might be.
thing.
That's why your memory's Swiss cheese. Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh boy.
We'd actually see the USS Luna and Picard part of the fleet. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. And of course, it was in lower decks. That's fair. It was a web exclusive. Got there in the end. Okay, so shall we score these two against each other? The ship getting a
I
10.
tell you what, should just be me. This is a 1 million. It is fantastic. You should rush out and buy one now. No. Okay.
Ship's a 10.
Yeah.
Stands a -1.
Yeah, okay. The ship I'll agree with. The stand, definitely. It's a beautiful stylized piece. I think it's a great thing for your collection if you can get your grubby little mitts on one. But we all know that the Titan from the lower decks one is, you're not getting them.
I mean, to be fair, the last time it was put on sale, it was at XL price, which was more than it should have been.
Yes.
And even then, I'm still thinking,
They sold out very quick.
fair.
Yeah.
Not fair, but
Not fair,
fair.
but yeah.
Whereas this was sold at the proper price of 40 quid.
Yes, it was.
Now, can you bring that closer because it's out of my reach? Right.
Again, the ship gets a 10. It's what it's meant to be. Stand actually works.
I'm giving the ship a 9.
And why is this only getting a 9? It's
I don't like what's going on here.
What, the fact that they've gone from a change from a painted to an actual light
I
piping?
wish they'd make their
See,
mind
I
up which one
prefer
it
the
is.
light piping.
I'd like it light piped all the way through. Pick one and work with it on the entire nacelle.
No, I'm just going to disagree with you
Nine
on
and a
that one
half.
for the price of
I'm going
it.
to give it 9.5 because the stand actually.
I must actually put a caveat on all of our old videos now, which is, although I did say numerous times that some of them were 7s and there's a few that were worse. And I did actually say at the time, even with the worst of the Starship collection, it was still amazing that we got the damn things in the first place because no other company on earth was going to do it. So, my hat off to Eagle Moss as a company for doing a lot of the stuff they did, even though we quite happily bitched about some of it.
Yeah, but some of it we're never going to see any other way.
We did always put the caveat on there that at least they were brave enough to go and do it, and
Absolutely. How many classes of recognised Federation starships are there to date? Hundreds. Hundreds.
yeah.
And it also depends on what you mean by officially recognised.
Because
beta canon's a thing.
Yeah, and people are going back and bringing stuff into canon that wasn't.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if you look at back, even looking at
We get stuff
displays
that
on
was
the
in the
back of
books.
ships and back of of observation lounges and in the background of DS9 and all this kind of stuff, there are so
Computer
many classes
panels.
of ships, computer panels everywhere. There are so many classes of ships that were pulled from here, there, and everywhere, and then Frankensteined up from bits that counting them is just like.
I mean, look at what
Insane.
Picard did. Picard legitimised so many off the rack bits and pieces.
And you've also got situations where there's two types of new Excelsior class, which have two different names, because there's only slight differences, but they are two different classes of ships. And then you get the complication now that Titan A/Enterprise G is a Constitution Mark III, which retcons the Enterprise from a motion picture into being the Constitution 2 prototype, which is why back then fans called it the Enterprise class. But no, now it's definitely the Constitution 2 class rather than being the Constitution refit, even though it was a refit to make it.
Yeah, but you got to bear in mind they didn't tell you.
No.
Yay!
I'm wrecking your stuff by being here.
Don't worry about it.
But yes, do I love both of these ships? Yeah. It's lower.
What?
Stop playing with your cube. Wow.
Anyway, so
let me just catch up with this. Oh God, Vaults would have been. Yeah, it would. Yeah, there'd been loads before Picard and Discovery came along.
yeah,
Let alone things like the Peregrine class now turning up. I mean, it came out of nowhere at a time when Class of Trek merch was non-existent, and not only did they release ships, they made virtually everything. Yes, there was an awful lot that they did get out. There's a few things that are annoyingly missing, but generally speaking, as a whole, yes, virtually everything made it out. The Obina and the Excelsior 2 are different frames, but they both kind of share a common ancestor. Yeah.
yeah,
I think me and Dave have different definitions of slight differences.
yes,
I think
we
what
do.
I see as a slight difference, he sees as like a massive difference.
Well, when they completely changed frigging modules on a ship, as far as I'm concerned,
Yeah.
that's the whole point of having modular ships.
Well, yeah. The Constitution 3 Neo class makes no sense, says Adam, especially since they canonised the what's the name of that class? The Shangri-La class.
Oh God!
Being as it was based on as a model in the Ready Room. So yeah, you've got 1777, which was the Titan Shangri-La class. Which, do you know this?
Might do. Go on.
Captain Savek's ship.
Okay, the registration number, no, because I gave up trying to track registration numbers a long time ago. But yes, I did know about that.
It's interesting. If it's NCC 1777, that means it was originally designated to be a Constitution class. Because Matt Jeffries set it up so 17.
Yeah, but you've got to bear in mind, yeah, see, this is it. They set it up, but then they fiddled with it. So,
But you've also got your situation where NCC 1017 can now be a refitted older ship that became the Constitution prototype. And therefore, yeah, so we basically canonised quite a lot of weird, wonderful stuff that's been going on.
retro canonisation, love it.
Okay, so, well, the Obina is a kit batch of Excelsior parts, but the Excelsior 2 has literally got no existing parts from the Excelsior, stretched, skewed, or otherwise, and benefits it from that immensely, frankly.
You really do hate that class
Don't
of
like
shit.
the Excelsior at all, right?
I've never been a fan of the Excelsior, but she served a purpose.
Yes, Harve Bennett's way of trying to get rid of the Enterprise. That was the purpose.
Well, he did not succeed.
No, he didn't. Right.
Because he forgot the number one rule, which is nothing succeeds like a budgie with no beat. Right, so.
Okay. Next.
Are we going to do online ships?
Two of the missing the online ships I wasn't able to get the first time around have reappeared. So I grabbed those while I had a little bit of spare cash. I do hope the wife's not watching this.
In 10 years of us doing these videos, how many has your wife? I know she's had to sit and listen to you editing them, but how many has she actually ever watched? Can we do it in one hand?
Only the ones I've shown her. Like the pony video.
Oh God, why do you tell everybody about the pony? It was meant as a joke. It was only meant to be on April Fool morning. Somebody who was meant to delete it thought, oh no, I'll keep that on there and I'll send everybody on God's green earth a link.
And of course there was a
It
blipper reel.
funny. It wasn't that funny.
Other people disagree with you.
It wasn't.
Me especially.
Funny.
And I'm in control of
And here we go.
Anyway,
Moving on.
would such wildly varied designs actually serve any functional purpose from an in-universe perspective, or would you say they're very designed for the sake of it, for the designers to populate the fleet?
No, they would serve a specific purpose. They all serve a purpose.
Every time they design something properly, at least, rather than the ragtag fleet.
No, you know what? Even the you can argue that even the kit bash fleets all serve a purpose. I mean, it's quite easy to give any starship a purpose with any variant you have on it.
I mean,
depending on its mission.
Examples of that would be the Quailor 2 yard, the Best of Both Worlds, and the Frankenstein fleet from DS9. They were basically, some of them were prototype starships that never made it through to the end part, and then they just threw them in the background because they got the models. So they were basically earlier versions of ships that did make it.
No, it's the same. No, it'd be the same argument as the Defiant. Every kit version.
Take it by the Defiant, you mean the DS9 Defiant?
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, when they introduced the Defiant, they said, when they built it, they couldn't control it's still around. We can have it. We can play with it. Same thing with all of them. And they'd have all been designed to do
the most
a purpose.
Important officer in Starfleet who wasn't an officer.
Yes, the most hard work
to get it working. Actually,
that was. Don't get me wrong. That was lovely, and it was a nice tip of the hat. But what complete and utter bollocks! Because you're telling me the people who designed the damn thing couldn't figure it out. Yeah.
They had no. Well, people who designed the damn thing hadn't been out in space with them.
Well, there is a bit of that. There is a little bit.
And they hadn't certainly been on a ship that had to be patched to keep it working during the Cardassian War. All right.
Yes.
True.
All right. True. Although that is actually, as far as the character's back history goes, means that whilst he was on the Enterprise, he was massively underutilized. It was only when he was on the little dinky ships.
Yeah,
that you learn, because face it, the Galaxy. How often did they jury rig something on the Enterprise D? Very rare did they go. I
just think that LaForge didn't admit to it.
Yeah, well, there might have been a bit of that.
Because some of the things he's done since then, you're like,
well, let's look at it. Tom Parrish designed the Delta Flyer and built it in his spare time. And Geordie did a Galaxy class. I mean, how much spare time do Starfleet officers get in the future?
Well, considering he was looking after the Fleet Museum.
Yes, I think that helps.
Guessing
I do think that helps.
He had access to some resources.
Yeah.
He had some drones.
Just wanted to, and he had a whole load of ensigns. Ensign power.
And he managed to pick up bits of another ship.
Yeah, it does help. There are other Galaxy classes.
And I love the fact that in the episode,
even named
the name of the ship, the name of the other ship, what was it?
You're relying on my memory.
Syracuse. It says Syracuse on the side of the secondary hull, which is just awesome. But yes, basically they were supposed to have scout ships. They were supposed to have freighters. They were supposed to have
mining ships.
All sorts of different ships. So yes, and then every time the technology moved on one, you'd basically be either you have to refit an old one or redesign it.
You know what? That was one of the really nice things about Strange New Worlds. When they went, no, we're giving you a whole fleet of automated mining ships, and showed you the ships, because they'd only ever been talked about. We'd never seen one other than one or two of the old fleet manuals.
Yeah, exactly. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, it's basically that's the situation, and you do have to bear in mind that even in real life naval fleets, no two ships of the same class tended to end up being the same.
Those end up
because they get different versions of things put into
normally weaponry, normally weapon upgrades.
Yeah, and then you've got the current Captain Kirk running around on a battleship in the U.S. Navy that has a railgun on it.
God bless Captain Kirk.
If he becomes an admiral,
I really am
and gets that new Enterprise, I'm not going to be surprised.
It'd be funny. It really would.
It's quite strange how Lower Decks, this is Dave.
Hello, Dave.
It's kind of strange how Lower Decks has preempted every season of Picard in some way. Titan saving the day, Riker saving the day, the Urbina class, Excelsior 2. Yes.
That's just because Lower Decks is awesome.
There's that. And also, I think some of it's retreads from things he was playing with in Star Trek Next Generation Season 8, the Twitter account. But and the Texas attacking the Starbase / Borg fleet attacking Starbase. Yes. It's basically yes. And we're not even going to go there.
You're going to add any more yeses on that?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I wonder how Riker felt with the Titan A, named in honour of his ship, being renamed to the Enterprise G. Sorry, Titan, you're not as important as you thought. I mean, the F had exploded by that point, and when an Enterprise blows up, they do have a tendency to just go and get another ship and put a name on it.
There is a lot of precedent for
There's
this.
a precedent for it. I mean, it's like, is anybody doing anything with the Yorktown now? It's been cleaned out after the
the dead bodies.
after the solar sail failed.
Yeah.
No, let's refit that. Okay, let's turn that bridge into an Apple store.
Yeah, but not in all fairness.
I refer
not
you
a
to
lot
the
of
end
fans,
of the voyage home. There.
Yeah, but not a lot of fans know that is what they did.
Yeah.
Because it's not like they said on the screen, oh, by the way, the entire crew died. We've flushed them out of an airlock. We now have this ship. Let's rename it because we don't want a ghost ship in the fleet.
Yes.
I love the way you're laughing at that. Like, it's fun. It's grim.
Tom Paris only designed it in his own time. Building it had many people involved.
He did get lots of offers. Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. Dave says, I don't remember the F exploding. It was in
the
fleet that went boom in.
But actually, it was in one of the comics as well. Did they? Or was
No,
it just
that's
in
the
the
E. We're talking about the F.
Okay. House, yes, the E's. Yeah, okay. I'm with you. Go on.
It did explode. Hopefully, Shelby, because she was only injured, according to the showrunners, injured, made it onto one of the
Life pods, shuttlecraft,
but apparently
transporter,
he's one of the ones
hamster,
that got
gerbil.
But apparently,
okay. Let me put it this way: does it matter?
no, because it was being decommissioned anyway. So let's make sure we've got an Enterprise GG.
I honestly don't think Star Trek Legacy is going to mention it in any way, shape, or form. I don't think it will be. And if it does, it will be a passing.
But that would require it happening.
Legacy.
Yeah.
Legacy's going to happen. Oh, have I missed news?
No, it's just assumption. The thing is with assumptions, if people assume things, they may not happen because they've assumed them and not pushed for them.
Hey.
Push for this.
Oh, okay. See, I thought it'd been greenlit and was going ahead.
God, no. There's nothing like that.
Oh.
It's just it's been
Floated.
It's been floated. There's
Academy's happening though, right?
yeah.
Don't look disappointed by that.
Which would you rather have?
I'd rather have Academy in TNG area than Discovery, but I'll take it.
Yeah, but Academy, Legacy.
Can I not have both?
No.
Why can't I have both?
Well, hopefully we can have both. We better be able to get both.
I want both. I want both. No? Okay.
As well as Strange New Worlds.
I don't give a shit. Sacrifice both of them and keep Strange New Worlds going.
There we go. See, because the thing is with them, with the whole idea of them trying to have a new episode of Trek every
There
week,
is only one. There is one big downside to that though.
What?
We can't have that much Strange New Worlds. We can only realistically have 5 seasons.
Why?
Because the time frame will start running out.
They've got 7 years. They've got 7.
Oh, 7 years.
Yeah. Anyway. It was that, but I'm pretty sure it's still intact on the sheet with ladies on board. Okay. I'm not sure it's salvageable, but it was going to be decommissioned anyway. I don't know. I would have checked to see, I would have to check, but I think I did see it with listing without power in one scene. Yes, I've got a feeling it exploded somewhere. Maybe it was just in a cell or something, but I don't know. I can't remember. It's too long ago now. I'm going to have to watch it again.
Gonna have to watch it again.
I've only watched it about 20 times. I just watched it. I call it adrift but salvageable, and considering what happened, I'd say you'd want to salvage that. Why?
Harsh.
You. Comes to something I want to prefer the G. Anyway, but it's constitution-ish. So of course.
Constitution-ish.
Constitution-ish.
Ish. Okay.
All right. Now, which issues have I got here? I've got 17 and 20. Let's go with 17 first. So let's Edison this.
Do you want me to? Since when don't you care about your packaging?
The real answers I could give, but I don't want to put them on there. Let's have a look at the packaging, actually. This packaging is quite nice. I like this packaging. It's nice and put on a shelf. USS Edison magazine. I think I better do this. 20th century World Warship.
Oh, that's awesome. What ship?
Warship, but it's online.
Oh, it's online. It's online. Yeah, okay.
Let's bear that in mind.
That's cute.
Assembly steps. Put it onto. Yeah, that's quite cool. This is the kind of size they should all be.
Yeah, they should all be this one.
But I mean, if they took the Titan that's that's this size and repainted it to look like that, I would not be on.
Oh, those would be.
Right. Okay. So Edison mag.
Do you want the
understand
stand
like this?
Do you want the stand out of the plastic?
Yeah. Do it properly. When do I get you taking photographs? I don't think anything's been uploaded to thingy for.
I was about to say,
video.
make a real change for that camera to be doing starships again.
Ample nacelles.
Did I show you photos from last weekend's shoot?
That's not.
Okay.
Not doing the live stream.
Not on the live stream, no.
Okay. Yes, USS Edison. And a lot of text there, which I'm not going to read right now. Topographical view.
A topographical view.
With actual.
Yeah, is there
labeling.
information on the topograph?
Yes.
Is that because Star Trek Online actually told you where things go? God, don't swear on the live stream.
Language, Timothy.
Don't swear on the live
There we
stream.
Designing the Edison.
Sven,
Yeah,
move your can of Coke. We're not advertising those buggers.
I'm tough. There we go.
Okay, let me put it this way. I do not want to get sued by Coke for them saying our advertising affects bitch tits.
What did we just say?
Bitch and tits? It's after 9 o'clock.
Yeah, and this goes out to the States,
Oh, yeah.
where one, it's not, and two, they don't even have that.
No, they
And
don't have that
three,
rule.
as far as they're concerned, both those words are probably swearing.
Yes.
There we go. What the hell?
Anyway, this is a stunning little thing, which makes me think I really should have played more Star Trek Online.
Yeah, something like that.
And in all
That's
fairness,
quite
I
cool.
started it. It's just I just didn't carry on with it.
And that is really quite nice. It's very well detailed.
Yeah, the detail
But then I
is
think
beautiful.
all of the online ones, not that, because
Yeah,
this is
they're really
only,
well designed.
this is only my
Starship
third
ships.
online ship. So, you know, there we go.
Yeah, this is gorgeous. I cannot comment to how accurate it is with anything, but considering the amount of resource data they would have had, I should imagine it is. But it's
Yeah,
lovely.
it's lovely.
Just,
It is lovely.
yeah.
I'm going to get out the Concorde. Issue 20 of this particular series.
No, those were good conventions. Concorde, 95 to 2002, I think.
Yeah.
Concorde, right?
Nice little bit of packaging with that most elusive of.
Oh, the F.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I'm not a huge, biggest fan of the thing in the world, but it'd be quite nice to get the shit. Go on, you have a play with that. I'll get the mag out. While I'm holding that up and
Now
going,
that,
I'll have a read of some of these.
look at that as a design for the nacelles.
That's quite cool.
Awesome.
Right. Each season can now be less than a year since there are so few episodes a season now.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, that is
Fair
true.
point.
Really sucks. I
In
hate
fact-
these short seasons.
They could do. Oh, they could literally do three
seasons a year.
to make a year up. So that'd be quite cool.
Actually, you know what? It'd be nice to see a whole season that just took place over a week on board ship.
Hey, I was on. This is Dangerous Stack Dave. Hey, I was on the Trek BBS thread with the guy who designed the F, and although it isn't officially so, I'm 99% sure the Concorde is based off my F submission. Dave, did you design this? Did you design the Concorde? Did you?
Well, if he
'Cause
designed the
it's-
nacelles, I'm loving those.
Yeah.
And why did he steal the body from the Excelsior?
Because a few of the fan designs either ended up in the game or inspired a few designs. What do you mean Excelsior? I was assuming.
Yeah, Excelsior. Excelsior! Look, to there, and then...
Yeah,
Yeah, it
Excelsior
doesn't,
mixed with
doesn't
the-
really
with
matter.
the E.
It's still cool.
Excelsior and E mixed together. I think the Chimera was a run-up design as well. Yep. Yeah, that was Jason Vector Lee's design, which I again saw him design. I again saw him design that as it went on the Trek BBS art thread. They put a lot of effort into the online ships, not as much as the others, unfortunately. The s10e4 is the Yorktown class refit, though. Yes, I've already got the other two Fs. To be fair.
Not even commenting on that.
Oh, the jokes when we both have an Enterprise G. It was previously the Odyssey class, but a refit was worked into the storyline. I believe it was heavily damaged and refitted. Guess the refit isn't going to happen in Picard now.
I wouldn't bet on that.
And then just rename it Yorktown. Switching's only fair. Yorktown got turned into the Enterprise A. According to Gene. Mag. There we go. This is quite cool. Oh, it does evoke the Excelsior from that angle, doesn't it?
Okay, I wish you hadn't have shown me that.
Why?
Because I was really impressed with all the detail, how lovely this is, and now I've looked at it, the main deflector dish is wrong.
Is it?
Yeah, they just painted it black. Where if you look on the front page of that,
Yeah.
it's. I mean, they could have just painted it the right damn colour.
Okay.
See, it's orange. It's got an extendable piece, and there's extra ridging. You've got your ridging, but if they painted it black, you're missing all
That
the
sounds
whole
like
lot
a
of
job
detail.
for a certain
Dave,
person.
Dave, when you've got a minute, mate, they didn't get the deflector dish right, so
That's
yeah.
not the person I was thinking of, but
Who was you thinking of?
brain not working. The decal guy.
Actually, yeah, you know what? I got
Yeah.
Dave and the decal guy mixed up in my head.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It's been a while because after what he did with the Aventine. Oh yes. Oh yes. I'll have to check.
I saw one of those, yeah.
Already. Okay. So there we go. Topographical view. Nicely
what now?
labelled. Topographical view.
Yeah, okay.
There we go. Design in the Concorde. That could be taken more away. Does it have a bendy nose? Because you know the Concorde.
Oh, you know what? We should do that Federation shop. We should do that Federation shuttle that isn't on the thing.
All right. Yeah, Starfleet recognition. So that's really cool. I'm liking this bag. I'm going to have to read this properly. Also available, everything else. Cool.
Federation shuttle. What?
It was listed as the Federation shuttle on the site, wasn't it? Okay.
I don't care. It's awesome.
For those who are not aware, I have been forced to watch.
And he finally got on board with how cool this
I
is.
got on board with it about the end of season 1. To be fair,
He still has a couple of seasons to go.
no, we've seen all of it.
Have you seen all of it?
Yeah, we've seen season 3.
okay. They're the Mags, friend.
A mag. It's an Orville mag
It is an Orville Mag.
of the ECD 1971 shuttle.
Oh.
Did they give the names for the shuttles? No, they didn't. That's just wrong.
No, just
Should have called it Enterprise to take the piss.
Oh, I don't like that.
Your face? Oh, yes.
Why has he got a massive marking under it?
Because
Because
20th Century Fox made them.
Fox made them.
There we go.
And just like all shuttlecrafts, they gave it a weird stand. Oh, got a double A.
Okay. You wish. You're not that thin.
It's true.
Didn't I not see him on the Enterprise?
You may have seen it.
Getting a virus from snowballs or something? I don't know. I can't remember. Didn't she marry Cisco?
Possibly.
There's a theme here.
Have you noticed a theme?
There's a theme.
Wasn't that guy in Trek as well?
What, this guy
That
here?
guy, yeah.
Yeah, I think he was in Enterprise. Yes. If he becomes a showrunner on Trek, I wouldn't want.
I would love to see him in Trek.
Right, so let's back to here. Bob Matt 343. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Bob Matt 343 for doing the. I'm so terrible at these things at the moment. It's not a real Federation shuttle. It's a Confederation shuttle.
Got me on a technicality.
Vault to Icon, my apologies, Sven and Dave, but I'm departing Space Dock. I'll catch up with you tomorrow evening, sir, and maybe, Dave, you would enjoy a visit to the Vault for a chat. Take care, chaps.
Whoop, whoop.
You've just been invited onto a show.
Yay.
The one my second part of my one is going out tomorrow night,
Okay.
which I will put in the thing later.
Okay.
He was a friend of Wesley, I believe. Yes, he was.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he was. That would be funny.
What else
He
is
came
in the
back
box?
in.
What else is in the box?
What's around in the box?
You bought a whole box
I
of
bought a whole
stuff
box
into
of
the
stuff.
house. I'm thinking, I don't remember how long these live streams were, but there's a lot of stuff in the box. There's
This is going to result in some
robot
discussion.
stuff, isn't it?
Nope.
No? Oh, okay. Oh,
Nope.
I'm always
No
up for a
robots
good,
in here.
I'm always up for a good chinwag.
Emphasis on the con. Confederation.
Do I need to run and get more gin?
Probably. Tension sheet, tension sheet, tension sheet.
It needs to be
More
read.
tension sheet. I know. You know how expensive that stuff is? Now, just to keep you happy, there's Gale. There's what?
Let's see if I can figure out what this is before you tell me what this is. Okay, so I
There's an
recognise
Agnes
all,
on there.
certainly
There's a Denise
recognise
on there.
all the ports.
There's a Paula on there, as well as a Gale.
Okay, Sven.
There's a socketed kickstart chip.
Why on earth, for a review, did you bring the motherboard? I mean,
It's because it's a slightly strange motherboard.
well,
All right,
it's fine. It's got a slightly strange owner.
that's true. Now, this needs a bit of reconditioning and bringing it back to life because it's a little bit rusty in places and things like that.
There's some corrosion on the ports.
Yeah, it has had some recapping done, I believe, but I'm going to double check on some of those to be fair. What we have here is the motherboard from what would have said Amiga 600 on the outside of it and on the box. But, Dave, can you see what it says down there?
You mean the bit that says June bug
Yeah, and then
and the A300
Yes.
Rev 1?
Yes.
Yes, I can.
A300.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is an Amiga 300 board.
Right.
Because what happened is originally Commodore UK ordered a replacement for the Commodore 64,
Yes.
which they called the A300.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And basically that was going to come out at a maximum 199.99.
I was going to say this is not news, this is old, but I do recall that didn't happen.
Correct. What the A300 originally was supposed to be was a cut down A500 with the expansion port on the side, so you could use the hard drive and stuff.
It, yeah.
Yeah, no, well, no, not much, but more the hard drive, the memory, all that kind of stuff that clicked on the side. Even the CD drive that came out. And then it went to Commodore International, and they started developing it, and they were going to do all of that, and then they opened it up to the other parts of Commodore across the world
Yeah.
for their input. And then Commodore Germany got their mitts on it. And they wanted to add the IDE port and have the PCMI, MCIA port and upgrade this and upgrade that and make sure it's an all-surface mount and all this kind of stuff, which was expensive to do, which basically meant that when the machine was going to come out, yeah, it was going to be more expensive than the A500 Plus. Even though it was supposed to be a cost-reduced entry-level system below the A500 and
But
the eventual
the
A1200.
A500 was an entry-level system as such.
It
It
was
just wasn't
400
priced.
quid.
I was about to say the
Yeah.
machine was, the price wasn't.
Yeah, let's bear in mind in 1987
That's
it came
why
out.
that's why I did specify the price wasn't.
No, but in 1987 it was not an entry-level system by any stretch of the imagination, and it was
It
600
had a
quid.
lot of oomph to it, didn't it?
Yeah, considering in 87 PCs beeped and did black and white.
I know.
You know.
I remember.
Um,
I was there, but that was 2,000 years ago.
I know. But basically, what happened is that Petro Tushenko and people at Commodore Germany stuffed the A300. and the A600 came out, and Commodore UK were forced to take it and didn't even want to sell the thing. Since then, there has been various upgrades for it that you can add on, and it's become quite a powerful little beast. You can even put a Raspberry Pi in it as its accelerator card.
Okay.
Which, when it flies, has HDMI. Outputs in this, that, and the other. It's just insane what they're doing with these machines now. But I thought I'd share that tonight.
Okay.
Because we haven't done anything but the CD32 and the CD-TV.
No, we
format
did not really.
Yes.
Yeah, didn't boot as well as we'd hoped.
Yeah. Well, but it's going to get rebooted.
That's okay.
If I've got any say in the matter or strength or sense. But there we go. Yes. So that's why that's here.
Okay.
And I love daft things like that.
Let's get that.
Can I get you to wrap that up for me?
I am not wrapping your package. People already talk about us enough as it is.
Thank you very much. It has got shielding on the bottom, I think, so a little bit. So it should be right. Okay, right. What's up next?
Why don't you pick a toy that can be another toy?
Okay.
Is that?
It's Starscream.
Oh, in the packaging.
Yep.
Plastic-free packaging. Well, yes, it's cardboard. Duh.
What this is a repaint of the original Starscream.
Please tell me they used a gold chrome on the cockpit like the artwork suggests.
No.
Oh, no. Why? On the picture on the back it is.
See-through.
Oh, all right, I can live with that.
Yeah, I thought you could. Translucent.
Opaque.
Right, this is the first time I've opened one of these range. Basically, what they've done is they've grabbed a few figures, popped them back out as Transformers movie packaged figures, which is awesome.
Please point out the environmentally friendly logo stuck on the side for
Plastic-free packaging for a plastic toy.
Yeah, because the irony.
Yeah, the R is not lost. I mean, I don't know if you've seen them, but now they're trying to do packaging with no plastic as part of the packaging, so you can steal parts of the toy.
Yeah.
Because it's just an open gap. Poor Blaster has lost so many heads across the world, it's insane. But there we go, and it gets better.
Okay, they lied.
Or did they?
Yes, they've lied.
How?
There is sellotape on the...
Have you not seen the plant-based sellotape?
Oh, is it plant-based sellotape?
It better be, otherwise they're lying.
I was going to say it's completely clear, so I don't think it is.
Oh no,
I could be wrong.
Plant-based stuff is...
I was about to say I could be wrong.
That's a new concept for you.
They've used the ties, I noticed.
Yes. Cardboard wrapped ties. And all the accessories are wrapped in tissue paper. Which is now a thing. To be honest, it is much better than having the throwaway plastic.
I'm not denying that in any way, shape or form. I think it's awesome. I also like the fact that it puts us back to the days of having nice artwork on boxes.
Yeah.
Because we really strayed away from that with having bubble packs. And I'm not a big fan of bubble packs.
No, I'd rather they were in solid boxes, to be brutally honest. But I'm strange. A load of people moan that they don't like the idea of windowless packaging because they'd like to be able to see the toy inside to make sure it's not got bad deco. And
No,
which I can understand.
you know, I'm not going to argue with that.
I can
It's
understand
a valid viewpoint.
Yep.
Originally, that's why we liked the bubbles. It's just I got bored of those real quick.
Yep. And it's not like it stopped anybody from stealing anything because people just slice them over and stole
Slice those and
phasers.
stole phasers. Stands.
Early playmates, stands, phasers, they all came walking off. To be honest, the big Nerf guns now packed that way too. At least my Aliens one was. All
Yes, the
cardboard,
Aliens one's gorgeous packaging.
though artfully melted cardboard. Okay. Useless to people who like to collect mint and seal box items. Yeah.
Well, the thing is,
Well,
you
don't
could
throw your
still,
toys away. You don't know.
in all fairness, they could be more creative with how they mount the toys in the cardboard packaging than they are at the moment. But it's a cost exercise.
Adam also says, I hate the new style packaging, you can't see what you're buying.
Do you want to pop that?
Fair point. I'll pop it over there for now. Hey. Right. Do you want to unravel that lot? Let's see what accessories he has come with. Starscream! You're not sure about that?
I'm really not sure, no.
Bad, Hasbro, bad. If they can do clear plant-based tape, why not plant-based clear packaging? Actually, Hasbro been working on it.
Because sunlight corrodes it incredibly fast. You get
Yeah.
about 6 to 9 months if it
But to be honest, the
ultraviolet.
turnaround of some of these on the shelves is about right.
I can't unpeel this. I need to cut it.
Go on then. I'll let you.
I don't think I can get to the scissors to him.
I've wrecked his kitchen again.
Nah, here we go. I'll cut it. There we go. In the town of Bedrock, there's a modern Stone Age family.
Interesting half mode it's in. But alright. Good lord.
Ew. The grey is not very nice.
Yeah,
Is it eco-friendly plastic as well?
I doubt it very much. Because they haven't been able to get it very far with keeping it sturdy.
I was about to say, because that grey is very naff.
You say that, but it is reasonably screen accurate.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So let's get this properly into playing mode so you can have a look at it. Right, it has got landing
Comments?
Realistically, how many Hasbro toys are going to get stored in sunlight? It was either Toys R Us when it didn't, typically dingy comic books. Yeah, you have a point.
Okay, yes,
very good
absolutely correct. Yeah, not arguing. However, a lot of the replacement LED light fittings that we are getting now pump out ultraviolet to help our vitamin D and our health and all the rest of it, which are horrible because you now have to double check when you are buying LED light bulbs to make sure they haven't put the UV compliant piece in because it fades collectibles. Now, my house, all the windows in it are UV tinted. Sven will tell you 90% of the time I've got my curtains drawn and all the rest of it because to me sunlight is the ultimate enemy, and I've noticed some damaging on things and I had to go hunting through to find my glass display cases with the LEDs had their UV in with the output. Why they're putting it in with the output I don't know, because it doesn't come like when you construct LED lights. They don't have the ultraviolet part as component as part of the standard. So why they're now adding it in, I do not know, but I do not like it.
Right.
Sorry.
So
yes.
looking at this, yes, they've gone for a anime / cartoon. It is anime because it was
animated.
It was animated in Japan.
It's a cartoon.
So yes, but so the differences with the original G1 is there's no blue here, there's no blue here, there's no blue here. The grey is a different grey. And you don't get any stickers with it by the looks of things, which means that all the detailing has gone.
There you go, son. You've had a good fisting on film.
We're not making your OnlyFans now. All right.
They won't allow fisting.
No, I know. You've already moaned at me over that.
Have I moaned at you
Yeah.
about that?
So yeah, the detailing's not going to be as good as a G1 toy because it hasn't got the stickers, which is a shame. And you'll also notice that the missiles are
It's a nice weighting.
Oh, of course, because it's diecast. But the missiles are ridiculously long because it stops people from choking on them, apparently. As someone has scoured the web trying to find that that scale F15 model, I've got to say that's not a bad F15, even if it is a Starscream. I know, and they didn't even license it.
This wasn't licensed.
Back in the day, no, nothing was.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if they've got anything on the back now for this one. No, there's just references to Takara. I know on Hound they've actually had to put a Jeep thing on the back to say it's been licensed by Jeep.
Okay.
But back in the day, none of them were. Jazz was a Porsche. And who cared in the early 80s?
Nobody cared.
Nobody cared. Now IP is such a big thing that's part of the problem. But yeah. So this is actually
This is fun.
repaint and re-release of the Japanese re-release from the early 2000s. I can tell that because it's got this, which is the Megatron.
What's the price point on this?
It didn't get released here.
If it got released here, what would the price point have
About
been on this?
£40.
Yeah, all right.
It's not the worst price in the world, is it? Let's be honest.
No.
Okay, there's too much paint on the fists to be able to hold Megatron properly by the looks of it. So you have to scratch some of the paint off to get it on. That's a shame. That's a shame. Let's just do it that way, leave the stock off. Shall I transform this for you?
Yep, by all means.
Oh, aftermarket maker made some stickers for it. Oh yes, repro labels will probably have been all over this since the moment it came out, because they do stickers for the original G11 anyway. So you
How would
probably
the
put
stock
them on.
have gone on?
It should have gone underneath.
Oh,
make it
yeah,
look
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's holding it,
Gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha.
Oh, you can still put landing gear in the old cockpit. American. Why am I making the noise? Why am I making the noise?
Yeah, why are you making
Automatic.
the noise? Why are you making the noise, son? Well, that's poorly designed.
No, I think it's because it's supposed to be moulded in colour and it hasn't been. It's been moulded in black by the look of it and then painted blue. Which is silly.
Well, I'd be tempted to put that in some warm water. Get it.
Yeah.
You know, it surprised me. I've answered a couple of messages recently where the answer has been hobby heat gun and little air blowers, and it's amazing how many people don't own those, and yet
I have more.
have you not?
Nope.
How do you open tape off? You get tape off some of your packaging.
Hairdryer.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Same job.
Yeah, hairdryers are less adjustable,
Well, that's true.
and I've
Depends
got
on
a
the
much
quality of hairdryer.
broader base
Yeah.
where I like.
Well, you can get the funnily things. Whatever you call it.
The funnily
funnily
things.
things.
I
Shall we
like
leave that off for now?
I
We'll
like
just go
that.
with
The funnily
The
things.
funnily things.
Okay.
Right, so there we go. Robot mode. That's definitely a G1 Starscream, and it's definitely in the right colour scheme to go with the film. The null rays are a tad long, but they are kind of awesome even in that length. There's nothing wrong with a bit of a longer one.
I've heard to the contrary.
Except they go off early.
Funny you should mention that.
God, it's gone miles.
I'll get it.
Help me. Broken Dave now. Okay. Won't be long, yes.
I'm using jokes on the thing.
By the way, eventually did find an F-15 model in a smaller scale, and you'll never guess who made it. G. Fabry, aka Eagle Moss, in the mid-2000s. Of course it was. Thank you. I'll put my null ray back on, shall I? There we go. I'll tell you one thing that's better is that the sprue on the original ones, they came on the sprue, the missiles did, and you got 3 of each. And when you took them off, there was a big nodule sticking out every single time.
Okay.
So that does actually look a little cleaner, even if it is massively long.
Easier to clean.
Yeah, this is true. So let's put Starscream there. We're getting a bit of a menagerie.
Right, we are at 5 to 10. So do you want to do
Fine.
one more thing?
I'm going to do, well, in that case, it's going to have to be a masterpiece.
Go on, then, whip it out.
Right.
Show people the packaging first.
I was going to get you to do that.
Okay, then go on.
You've got the better face for showing things off. I.e. people will keep an eye on the packaging. Anyway, I'll whip it out.
I've had lots of people compliment me on my face and what a wonderful seat it makes. Now, come on.
Thanks, Tasha, for that image. There you go.
And here we have Takara Tommy, standard packaging.
Masterpiece package.
Not standard masterpiece, yeah.
Compensating for
That's
something.
nice.
No, Dave is compensating for everything.
That's really nice. Okay, explain to me, is the rider a hologram? Is that why
Yes.
it's orange plastic?
Yes.
Right, okay.
This is a Diaclone repaint. Hence the name.
Well, yeah. Okay.
And I haven't even opened the normal coloured one.
Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, it's in a box somewhere. I can't remember what it. The usual then, basically. There we go. Thank you to Kapow Toys for supplying this toy for this review.
That is so cute.
Yep. And it even comes with one of those little bikes.
Beep, 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 beep. Okay, see, this is cool. I'm grooving to that. I'm not even going to attempt to transform it because I know this stuff always costs an absolute fortune when it's masterpiece.
This
This
not
I'm
so
quietly
bad.
confident to play with.
What's a small
Oh
car?
god, they even put hinges on the legs.
Yeah, so she can ride the bike.
Nice.
Anyway.
Oh, she comes off at the torso. Oh, she's bald. Bald. Okay, that's
Oh
cool.
yes. Oh yes. None of this.
You say oh yes, but I just had a brown trouser moment thinking I'd broken her. Which
was the
said
last
I
time?
might have broken her. Oh no, she's back. Okay.
Right, okay, so it comes with the collector's card, which is awesome. I love these collector's cards because on the back it gives you their text specs.
The wheels don't go round.
I want everything you do.
Static.
And it comes with stickers, so you've got a G1 Autobot logo, a G2 Autobot logo, and a little G1 Autobot logo, which is cool.
Her legs do spread so you can get her on the stand properly though. That's a bonus.
Okay. I'm just going to pass that by and pretend I didn't hear it.
That is actually quite cool. I'm grooving to that.
Oh, and that motorcycle transforms. Kind of. It turns into a sort of like
A
a
block.
smaller version of it so it can go into the back of the vehicle. Which is quite cool. Okay, so there's your instructions, all in Japanese because it was released in Japan. And even when you get it through Hasbro China and Hasbro Asia.
Oh good God. The arms are what sound as well.
Yep. Sounds about right. Now, for a
Did
laugh,
you know
let's see if we
there
can
is-
transform this without the instructions.
So, did you know that Google Translate has a visual mode now?
Really?
Yes, you
So
can
you can
take
read.
you can take pictures of the thing. And
So
it
they're doing something that the DSi XL did.
could be. What's the DSi XL? Oh, you mean the
DSi.
Nintendo? Yeah,
Yeah.
they're doing that. Yeah. Sorry, you threw me with the call back to old gaming systems.
Yes. That never happens.
Go on, mention the VR helmet and we're sorted.
Oh, what, the Virtual Boy? Let's not.
I like the virtual board.
Yeah, lots
It's
of people
funny.
didn't when they had epileptic
It's,
fits.
I was
and
about
all
to
died
say,
from
it's
them.
funny. Everybody complained that it gives them headaches, but I never had that problem with it.
Translate had a vision mode about 10 years ago, Dave.
Okay, well there you go. It shows you how up to date and cutting edge I am.
Yeah, well, you're using an Apple product. What do you expect? I'm sorry.
You be harsh. You be harsh with toys that do not fucking fit together for love nor money. Jesus Christ, this is fiddly. Oh, this is, you give me the most fiddliest thing to fiddle with.
I thought you'd be used to something that small.
I'm so sure I'm going to break this darn thing. Oh, you can bugger off as well. Oh, okay, fair enough. Apparently it's time for me to do my stretches before bed. Yay.
There's nobody here to stretch with.
Ha,
Considering
ha,
the kind of stretches you'd have in mind.
Behave. We're live on the internet.
Live on the internet.
I'm going to put this back before I damage it.
Okay. Probably for the best.
Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 types of gun. We have the vehicle and we have whatever the holograph's name is. And we have quite a detailed little car.
Yep. I'm going to assume that does that. So if that can go down there. Because I've got to remember.
You do know when people say, "Listen, we want to watch you play with it on the internet." That is not what they meant.
It's what they're getting.
It's what they're getting. I was about to say, is that why the camera comes with such a wide angle?
Oh boy.
How many viewers have we still? We've got 9 viewers. Has anybody commented anything we should know about?
David's compensating for everything. I'll just mention that again. And just to be sure, Dave is compensating for everything. Have I transformed this right? Probably not. Probably not. But
we'll let him
I'll
off.
have a look at the instructions in a minute. But regardless of that, cool.
Is that cool?
Cool.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Kapow toys do have some nice bits and pieces.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Nice guys. Well, the guy who actually owns the business is nice.
Yes.
Mind you saying that, his staff are good as well. I've met a couple of them now, and yeah. How is Andy? Have you heard from him?
He's all right. He's all right. He's not doing. They're not doing TF Nation this year.
Oh no, why not? Reasons.
Because I'd like to take money in there. No.
There is that.
But yeah.
But that's a shame because I'd have thought
He did say that they might turn up as attendees.
Oh, okay.
But for
the effort, it's just
it's not worth it because of the amount of money they're putting through the warehouse anyway.
Yeah, it's just not worth the time and effort.
Yeah, which is fair enough. Whereas people like me are like, yeah, hey, I'd like to take some, please.
Not if I can't remember him really. I can't remember his name. Really nice guy. Runs a charity Transformers thing.
Oh, Nick.
No, if Nick's there, you're not.
Yeah. To be fair, at TF Nation Minicon, I did give him money.
Well, yes, yeah.
So,
I think we all gave him money. He's a nice guy and he's doing a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that falls down. I'm making this up as I go along, by the way. So if I've done all right, that's a plus. That is not a bad figure.
Yeah, I agree.
What do you think? Have a look.
Well, in his car mode, I thought it was fun. I thought the plastic was decent. I thought the paint job was nice. Thought it looked quite stylised. I had no idea what it was, which always helps in my case.
Honda City car.
But the thing, yeah, I know. Dealing with Sven. But the problem is, if you'd have given me the toy without the box, I'd have known instantly that it was part of a masterpiece range because it has that quality of the feel of the quality of the plastic when you hold it and look at it. So I knew immediately it was a masterpiece.
And some of that plastic does look awfully die-cast.
It does. Now, if you'd have told me that it was a Diaclone and all the rest of it, I wouldn't have had a bloody clue. We all know there's a reason. There's a whole series of videos called Educating Dave, and guess what? He got an F. However, this is gorgeous, and this is where you tell me it's 120-ish. Go on.
Nope. They retailed between this particular one retailed at I think it was 80 because it was after the prices had gone up.
Okay.
But the previous colours, like because Skids is the blue version, that's the main character.
You've got to worry if you get blue Skids.
Yeah. I think if I remember rightly, he was 65 at release.
See now, yeah, that's reasonable.
Which, considering the price of a Titan now, is 220.
Titans too, yeah.
Yes, this will do nicely. But yeah, there's that is an awesome figure.
I can see the money in that.
Now there's 3 more of that mould that are out there
In different
so
colours?
Skids in blue.
Right.
There's Senator Crosscut in silver, which has got a different faceplate.
Is the silver painted or is the silver in
I would
plastic?
imagine it's painted because it's
Proper silver.
Yeah.
Okay.
and then you've got Reboost, who's an interesting little character, who's red and blue, and has a faceplate that looks like this. So it's like, are we sure that's not Optimus Minor? Because it does not look like it.
Yeah, but the trouble is they have trouble dealing with minors now.
Yeah, I just got to give them a hard hat. That not the 9 o'clock news sketch
Yeah.
keeps popping up all of a sudden, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Mm.
Anyway, let's move away from that.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so I love the way the weapons clip into the hands. That's quite cool. This one's got wrist support. I mean, that's novel.
Right. Speaking of Tomy, this is Dave Dangerous Dan. Speaking of Tomy, I've just checked their progress on the big enterprise. Turns out it's been delayed to October this year, but I don't know when it was delayed from. I think it was supposed to have been out around about now, actually, if I remember rightly, from the
Spring. It's part of the spring collection.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. So because it was that was when the because it was crowdfunded.
Yeah.
On Tomy's site. So it'd be interesting to see when that hits and see what people think of that when it turns up. We have actually had a look at the Playmobil Enterprise, haven't we? Which is in the Edit Queue from Hell, which I will get through at some point.
Yeah, originally, it was planned to be our 10th anniversary video.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, for various reasons,
Mostly medical.
It did not happen, which is why all of our loyal fans, thanks guys, have got this lovely interactive live stream. If you want to see a really quick, just glimpse version, I have this little tiny, non-existent YouTube channel. It's mainly actually meant for Instagram, but there is a YouTube channel called Love Your Geek, where I just review it on my own. But we have got a beautiful, full-length, lots of nice photos, gorgeous videos. We did things because a few other people have reviewed the Enterprise by now because it's been out a while, but those people weren't these type of fans that Sven and I are. So we thought people would really appreciate a look at that. So we have got one that is coming up. We just don't know when and where.
Yeah, I'm waiting for some new glasses for a start, so I can actually see screens properly.
That would help.
That would help. Bear with me a moment.
Oh, if you're doing my thing, it needs to be all underscored.
Does it have to be?
Yeah, because otherwise you come up with other people's crap.
Okay, let's not do that then. Love your geek with underscores and everything.
Oh, have you seen my new logo?
Yes.
It's gorgeous. I love my new logo.
And I didn't do it.
No, you didn't. Sven, in all fairness, you have more than enough work on your plate.
Oh yes.
And the gentleman who did it for me is a stunning 3D modelling designer.
So that's all cool. If anybody has any questions, let's have a look at this.
Yeah, ask them now because we'll be wrapping up soon.
It's had live translate for a while now. Be careful, it's his first time playing with it. Now, has Dave ever said that about an Eagle Boss product? I can see the money in that.
Yeah, actually.
I think he did, actually.
I've said that. Yeah, I have said that.
I'm trying to remember what it was.
And you know what's really ironic as well? I've actually gone backwards on some of the stuff I said because originally I was really annoyed about the price point for these shuttlecrafts.
Yeah.
And
things are bad now.
My opinions on those have changed a lot over the years.
Yeah.
From when I first commented.
Yeah. Looking forward to DT this August.
Hell yeah! Who's that? And are they buying me?
That's Adam. And yes, he is buying you a drink.
Oh, well,
no.
okay.
Sorry, Adam, I'm spending your money for you. Oh, wait a minute. No, you would have done that on your stand anyway.
I might not have a stand there.
There will be a Space.Birmingham /
Yes.
SFI Region 20
Yes,
stand.
there will be an SFI Region 20 table. On that table, we will have some screen-used props. We'll have some cast and crew gifts for people to look at. No giveaways. But we'll have some very interesting pieces of Star Trek history going back over 50 years for people to view. As well as being able to talk to Sven and myself live, as it were. Although, to be fair, mostly be Sven because I'll be on my table trying to raise money for charity and do a few other bits and pieces.
Dave Dangerous Dad has said, for me, DT is a hell no.
It's personal choice.
Yeah.
I respect everybody's personal choice, and
I'm just hoping they can pull it off in a hotel.
They do what they want to do. So fair play.
Absolutely.
I've heard arguments both for and against,
Yeah.
and I've simply stated that it's one of those things. I will be there.
Yeah, and I will be there. But We can be reasonably rather easily because we live down the road.
It does help.
Yeah.
Sven, so I have scissors right here.
Can I borrow the
Please do
scissors a
not
minute?
tear that packaging.
Thank you. Gotta be careful I get my prime out.
Oh, I saw a trailer for the new animated Spider-Man film, by the way.
Oh yes,
That looks really good.
Haley Steinfeld. With our trace now. Watch where your hand goes.
It's Prime Earthspark.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Oh.
Did not this know this
Oh,
was a
you
thing?
want me to do that?
I believe the numbers for
Sven,
tickets are last
Sven,
week.
continue.
I'll be okay. Go on, draw over that because I think that's awesome.
That is.
If they can play it off, fair play to them. But having just seen how god awful the last one was, to be fair, we didn't notice. We were a tad busy.
It's one of those things with the prices and the things. People have different expectations for events.
Yeah.
Now, I've gone to fan run and professional events. I would say all over the world, but it's not true. I've been to several in America and a lot in France, Germany, Italy. Where else have I been in Europe? I've been a few places. Weird thing is, I've been to a few European countries, but my entire experience has been getting off the plane, going to the hotel, doing the thing, and coming back. I very rarely took time to go and explore the country because I've got this. I do not like being in places where I do not speak the language, which is why I didn't spend that much time in America.
I'm amazed
no.
you can spend this much time in Birmingham, to be fair.
No, so again with that, I mean, I did work with creation events for a while, so I have different expectations for things. Oh, I mean, Sven and I used to run Star Trek conventions and other events, as many of you know from these Transformer things. Although I attended a couple of your Transformer things.
You helped me as a doorman.
Yeah, I did. Yes, one year I did. That was when I was going out with that Transformer fan, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Spent a fortune at that event. I have an axe, a gun, and a leg.
Okay.
There is a backstory for this leg. Why is there a leg?
Because there's a build-a-figure thing on these. So
Right,
if you
show
collect
me
them
the
all-
builder figure.
yeah,
I want to see the
you can
builder
have a look
figure.
at that. Basically, this is Optimus Prime from
Is that an
Earthspark.
official? Is that like an exo scoot, or is this
It's
just
the
some
bad
guy
guy
who's
from-
randomly
It's a
just
bad
nicked
guy from
parts?
that series. Because this is from Transformers Earthspark, which is basically the new Paramount Plus / Nickelodeon show.
Slow.
I don't even drink.
Slow.
Show, which is basically marketed alongside Prodigy. And Optimus Prime.
Oh, marketing. That reminds me. You remember a couple of weeks ago we were talking. I said I wanted you to watch Coupling, and you said to me, blah 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 blah. That was meant to replace Friends, and I went, no, it wasn't. And you went, yeah, it was. And I went, no, it wasn't. And you went, yeah, it was. I found out where your yeah, it was came from. Right. So the writer,
What are we talking about?
Coupling.
Right.
So the
It's
writer
a British version of
created.
Friends.
No, it wasn't. The writer created the series.
Yeah.
The Americans wanted to do an American version of it.
Oh, I know.
It
that
was
went
picked
wrong.
up by HBO. Yeah, it went wrong because HBO put posters out and all the rest of it going, the next Friends. And the author was going, what? He said, no, it needs to be the same as the British one, which is the sexiest thing on television. And they went, no, we're not putting the sexiest thing on television. And it bombed because guess what? It was the same thing.
Yeah.
So that's where you were getting that. Because remember, I said to you, no, it's... Yeah, there was a... Me and you had
That
big
doesn't
disagreements about it. And I was like, no, Sven, you're wrong. And you're like, yes, I'm right. Well, you were right, but you were right for the wrong reasons. But
Yeah,
no, but you were
usually
right. You were right. You were just right for a different reason. Right, explain to me about this product.
This is basically Optimus from this show.
Right. Okay. Ignore the fact that this is children's animated Transformers.
Yeah.
Don't explain any of that. I want one thing and one thing only explained to me. What the fudge is going on with the logo on the shoulders? What's this nonsense? It looks like a bug's head with a Transformer logo slapped in it.
Okay, I haven't watched much of the show.
Dangerous
but-
Dak, could you please tell me what the Transformer
If
logo
he knows that, I'm going to be slightly scared. I think it's because it's post It's after the Great War. Because
Okay.
Megatron and Optimus are working together now.
Oh, right, because that makes sense.
Yeah.
Who are they fighting against then?
Well, for a
Aliens?
start, this guy who you build,
Okay.
who's actually, dismembering Transformers and using the bits.
Yeah, I
to
saw
make
Bumblebee's
himself.
arm.
Actually, I think that's off Swindle.
Yeah, but how could one, even if it was an alien, like supreme alien, how could one person face all
Because
of
if the Transformers are trying not to kill humans,
then
human
don't transform,
automatically has
don't
it.
transform when they're in there then. Is the-
and also in this show,
Kill me.
there's the first ever Transformers who are born on Earth. They're not.
How
But
can you
in
have
this
Transformers? No, don't, please don't. It's an hour of my life I'll never get back.
But Optimus Prime is played by Alan Tudyk.
Whom?
Fly like a leaf on the wind.
Oh, nice. We like him. We
The
love
guy
him.
who got the point.
We literally
Too soon.
too soon.
Too soon.
Too soon.
All right. But this is the deluxe class kiddie.
So
Transformers.
25 quid.
20.
20. Okay.
Bearing in mind it comes to, I mean that's a
Goes in the
proper
leg.
prime, that's a proper prime gun.
Hang on. Can his hands open? Oh, see now they're missing a trick there.
Why?
Why? Because it'd be really funny if
I'm going to whack you with a
the
human leg.
leg as a weapon.
All right. Dave, the destination cons got progressively worse year on year though. We were too busy to notice. To be honest, all I got to do is post an image of the map from the second DST and the last one, and oh boy, it's a drop. Yes, it was. Though part of that might have been because Paramount were pulling things.
Paramount,
off.
they hate
But
us.
there
They
we go.
hate us with a passion. I
Remember
swear they're going to do like a Hunger Games with the fans.
Remember the first one in 2012, said Adam.
Yes, it was
So
awesome.
much wasted space. Was that at, where was that? That was down in London, wasn't it?
That was
2012.
should have, yeah.
You mean the one that got all 5 captains and had Eagle Moss launch the collection? Fair.
Yeah.
That was the good part. Felt like half the floor was just empty though.
Yeah, they haven't quite got the grips with the being able to do things with the fans at that stage.
But the crowds at that one hid it. They had more stuff there than later ones. Yeah, because it did. Even the one we had our stand at, there was so much space.
Yeah, there was a lot of space.
It was ridiculous.
But to be honest, I'd rather be in an area that has a lot of space, even if the space is wasted, to give people room to congregate and do things. Because some of the costumes people are going for are insane.
Dave basically saying they might have more stuff there than at later ones. Yes, they did.
See, I think that's going to be one of the things about the hotel. Because I love hotel conventions.
Yeah.
I used to think of them as proper conventions rather than events. Because this is it. Destination was always event. It wasn't a convention.
It's just weird. It's going to be in the hotel.
But I
think
think it's going to be strange because you're not going to have the space. You're going to have to use the corridors more for communal area. But
it depends on how many of the rooms they use. Because
it's polo. The whole thing's a polo.
There's 2 suites of quite large rooms.
Yes, it's a polo. The whole thing.
Because if you can get TF Nation and a dancing convention in there at the same time.
We use Souls of Pratchett conventions in there as well.
Yeah. Well, there's Brian. I'll see if I can transform that into a vehicle mode.
I've done a couple of the dancing ones there. They've been alright.
Oh, I am not surprised. Speaking of empty, the last DST couldn't fill a single hall at Excel. Yeah, damn right it couldn't. And that's with us assimilating an extra table. But we were right by where people came in, and boy, did we get hit.
Yeah,
Did we get hit.
I wasn't, and we were not prepared for that.
No, we were not. We were not expecting that in any way, shape, or form.
No,
But it was awesome.
Well, a couple of fans said to me, "There are things I've not seen," and I'm like, "Well, you're 20 and these are 30 years old."
That would have that effect,
yeah.
to be fair.
There was, I'll tell you what though, we met so many really wonderful people.
Yeah.
Really, it was a lot of fun.
Yep. A lot of fun. But I'll be honest with you, a lot of people did say that your table was the best part of the event.
I do try and have different things.
I know. But
It's the badges. It's the fact that I have over 2,000 badges of different varieties for people to go.
it helps.
Yeah.
Certainly helps.
Actually, I'm quite upset. I put a badge on eBay this week that I hadn't planned on selling, but it's like,
yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it?
yeah,
It's like who isn't hurting at the minute?
yeah, it's true, very true.
Let's see what else is coming through. Speaking of they had 2 halls for the con, and the third one was the theatre. That was the 2012 one, yeah.
12.
Which I won that. To be fair. I probably got this bit wrong, but hey ho. Right. There we go.
Nice packaging on this.
Yeah. Matches the show quite nicely.
The transformer tissue paper, obviously,
That
is
is
very
awesome.
nice.
And I need to get some sheets.
I like the design on this, by the way. This might be worth you scanning.
Okay. That good, is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, at least it's the proper Autobot logo as well, not the pay for.
Tell you what, you size that up, that'd make great Christmas paper.
Ooh. Yeah. I like your thinking.
Oh, do you know I'm doing Christmas paper this year?
Oh God. How pornographic is it going to be?
The Shibari Christmas tree I created. I'm doing that. I'm doing that as wrapping paper.
Okay. Right, I probably stuffed that up a little bit, but there we go. Truck mode. Does the job. There is a bumblebee to go with it in the same scale. Well, same size.
So I was about to say, gone with the same scale.
Same
Scale would be the leg.
Yeah, but I like that. That's cool. It's an Optimus course, I like it. Right.
Not loving the wheels. Just the hubcaps.
Yeah, it's a bit.
They could have a little transformer, like, it'd be really awesome if they did them that span like as if they were the hubcaps. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be quite cool. Adam said the theatre was curtained off. I sat on the other side of the curtain to listen to some of the talks. It was at the London XL.
Yeah, you could actually listen to the talks. You couldn't just see them because they had it cordoned off.
Dangerous That Dave says, I would love to try out this year's TrekCon, but I can't justify the cost. It's going to be if it's going to be as crap as it was before.
Again, fair.
Yeah,
Fair enough. It's one of those things. We'll let you know what we think.
I'm hoping that as it's in a hotel, it'll feel more like a 90s convention.
Yeah, because the organizer for the event did actually reach out to us and spoke to us about doing a few bits and pieces.
Yep.
We've not announced anything because we're just waiting for confirmation on a few things. But the fact that they are actually reaching out to fans, going, listen,
Yes.
it's a nice touch. It's a nice touch.
I'm looking forward to having both axes there, so I can get a photo with both of them.
Oh yeah,
That's cool.
that's very cool.
Might have to sort that out, but yes, I love that Prime because it's a Prime, and therefore I love it. Like every other Prime.
I really do think they're missing out by not having the leg as a usable weapon.
Yeah, fair enough.
So basically, this is wrong.
Why?
Oh God, that must mean Megatron can do it and this one can't. Oh, that's a shame.
What?
Well, the leg did not disarmed him.
Help me. Help me. What does Megatron come with? Megatron comes with...
I was trying to think of the girl's name who was in the last.
Megatron appears to come with a human arm. That's kind of scary. Yeah. He was disarmed. Anyway.
Megan Fox, that was the name. He comes with Megan Fox.
Adam says, best part of the con is the fans. Yes.
Yeah, that's the best part of any
is.
convention. Dude, actually, hang on. I'm not sure what the time delay is here, but let's find this out. Do any of you know how Sven and I met originally? We then had a fallout, and then we met again. Funnily enough, at Star Trek conventions. We met at a Star Trek convention way back in the day because we are that old. 30 years ago, yeah, 30 years ago because we are that old.
30 years ago this September.
Yep.
November or October, whatever it is.
No, September.
Okay. Okay. Dave Dangerous Dax says, yeah, Adam, but I'm not spending 80 quid on trains and 300 quid on hotels on the off chance I have a good time. Yeah,
they are. Anybody that stays in their hotel, the event organisers are giving a gift pack. I don't know what's in the gift pack. We have no
idea what's in it.
Yeah, we don't know what's in it.
Probably a million.
Probably merch.
It's probably a load of Eagle Moss.
the Eagle Moss alien ships.
So you know that Zavi 3-pack. Anyway. Plus another 150 quid on the con itself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally understand that. Totally understand.
Totally
that.
understandable.
Adam says not heard the story, and Dave said you guys weren't at Voyager's return in Blackpool in 2000.
I was.
I wasn't. The only convention I did in 2000, I think, was Supernova. And I was at the 1999 one the year before, where I met Nikki.
Yes.
And by that I do mean Nicole de Boer. It was her first
You
convention.
were such a happy bunny at that event.
Oh God, yes. And nobody knew who she was.
Yeah.
Because nobody had seen any DS9 season 7 yet. So we ended up in the bar all night.
It's very much like me and the Lucy Lawless story.
Yeah. Except for you didn't have Chase Masterson jumping over the bar to start serving, not wearing any underwear. Anyway,
I was at the event where she was flashing for a pint.
Oh,
that was good. That was a good event.
All right.
That was a good event. Anyway, aside from that,
we need to do the story about us first meeting in a second. Adam says my hotel was much cheaper than the Marriott. Just you just know extra stuff will be sold on the last day as well.
Yeah.
Dave says, lol, I was at that with my family, the Voyager one. I was 11.
Oh God.
I feel old.
You are old.
I already had 2 children at that point.
We are old. We are old. Well, I don't feel it, but we are.
Thinking back, it was kind of nuts having the whole cast signed till like 11 o'clock at night. Yeah, I'd love to do one of the cruises, you know.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. Right, story. You're going to remember this far better than I do. I might have to interject with the occasional thing. But when we first met, what exactly happened? Because I don't know.
Okay, so you... so we actually met on the Saturday. We'd both been there on the Friday night. We just hadn't bumped into each other.
Right.
I was dancing with a rather pleasant young lady. But
shocking.
She had a perfume that aggravated my asthma. When I was younger, my asthma was a problem. And my inhaler was in my room.
Right.
So I'd come off the dance floor and I was sat on the edge of the dance floor, wheezing, trying to get myself into a position. Because I knew I could do it mentally. I knew I could just sit there and get myself back to... But she didn't know what had happened, and other people around, just in me, dancing quite happily, then, like...
Not.
I didn't collapse, but I sort of crumpled down.
Yeah.
And then I moved to the edge of the dance floor because I didn't want to be a drama queen. And I was just trying to chill out.
What changed?
And you saw that I was in some distress and you ran over to find out what the problem was. And when I said my inhaler's in my room, you ran round the room trying to find somebody with an inhaler for me. And that was what got me and you talking. And then we didn't really speak that much at the events. Like, I'd met you briefly then, blah, blah, blah. I spoke a bit with Claire.
Right.
And then we were on the same coach coming home. And we got really into talking because I had some Playmate toys with me. And we were just... it wasn't Playmate. It was...
No, it would have been. No.
Yeah, it might have been Playmate. We just got talking. We got talking about the toys, and it turned out that you didn't. You were living with your nan at the time, and it turned out you didn't live too far away from me. And we just arranged to meet up and chat and go to Toys R Us and stuff. And yeah, that was it.
That was the end of his natural life.
Yeah. We were friends for quite a few years, and then you and I had fallen out due to somebody else.
Yeah.
And we didn't see or speak to each other in a few years, quite a few years actually. I think you had 4 children in the space of that.
I went from
3.
1 child to 4.
Yeah, you went from 1 to 4. Yeah, I was in the hospital when your first was born.
The 4th one hadn't arrived yet.
Yeah, the 4th one hadn't arrived. Yeah, because I was actually in the hotel. No, I wasn't. I was in the hospital with his wife when his first one was born, while he was trying to get to the hospital. I was there to keep her company. Anyway, so we then had a falling out and we just didn't see or speak or whatever. And then we were at the it was a Starfleet ball, which, by the way...
It was a sci-fi ball by then.
Hell of a convention. Yes, they were the sci-fi ball by then. Hell of a convention. Love Absolutely love the conventions, love the committee. Great bunch of people, do so much for charity. It's untrue. If there are any Star Trek fans who haven't ever checked out the is it the
sfball.com.
sfball.com, they now do a couple of little Comic Con events, but they're still trying to do convention type things. They're amazing. I highly recommend them. So yeah, I bumped into him back at that, and you know, I'd had a few beers, and bygones be bygones, and we got
And there are other
chatting
parts
again.
of that story that can't be
Yes,
issued
cannot be
during
told.
this.
I tell you what, though, the bulk of that story is actually yeah, I can't put it on the internet. But the bulk of the me and Sven becoming friends again story is actually a lot of fun, but it can only be told in a bar and only be told when I've got a pint in my hand. So cider, strawberry cider is the trick to find that story.
A little too well.
But in all fairness, that is a good story. You like that story. That is a funny story.
There we go. Right, the story is perfect for a mid-90s UK sitcom version of The Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, it
the
really
More
is.
Likely Lads.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, to be fair.
And Dave has also said, well, I was dancing with a lovely girl, but her perfume was aggravating my asthma. Is a real comedic line anyway.
True.
Fair. And Adams basically said, you leave me breathless.
Well, yeah.
I try not to leave people breathless, which is why I was running around trying to find an inhaler.
True. Very true.
But occasionally, you know, women do tend to scream and run in the opposite
Again,
direction.
that is a story I will happily tell people
Pub.
when I need a different pint
Do you know?
to the first
Pub.
pint. I will tell people that story, but I want a different drink in my hand. So one drink for one story.
You want to be
one
dual
drink for the other.
wielding, really.
Dual wielding, yeah.
Yeah, all right. Okay, people. Being as we've bored you for over an hour.
Sven, before you do, points.
Points. That's bloody awesome. For the price, I'm giving it, well, it's getting a 9.
Let's get a 9.
It's
Okay.
getting a 9.
I don't really history and all the rest of it. Quality of toy. It's the same as all of the Takara Tomy Masterpiece range. So yeah, I agree with Sven's 9 on that one.
Okay.
The price point on this is 20 quid. Yeah.
The stock of this only arrived today.
Right.
Literally, I've taken one out and brought it with me.
Okay. I again with the I cannot comment on the thing because of the thing, but as a 20 quid Transformer toy, it's got some nice detailing on it. It seems fun. I'm presuming this is for the over 6, under 12 range.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So from that perspective, yeah, I'd give that a. Actually, you know, I'm going to give it a 9 because some of the black, when it's in truck mode, I think they missed out. I think they missed out a trick on the wheels for not doing a thing there. But I haven't actually seen the series.
Out the repro labels for that.
I was going to say I haven't seen the series, so I can't really hugely diss it one way or the other. But yeah, I agree with that. Right. So do you want to finish doing the wrap up?
Yes.
No.
Oh, just show.
Yes.
Right. Lovely to have you all with us.
Yeah.
Hopefully we will get some more videos out as we go on. Hopefully my new glasses arrive in the next week and I'll be able to see the screen a little easier so I can actually edit stuff. There are a few other things going on with me medically, so we'll see. If with any luck, by the end of this year, I will be able to do a lot more than I currently am.
It is fair to say that even when we do get back up and running, we are not going to be doing things as we used to. We're not going to be producing anywhere near as many videos. The reason for that is time constraints, budgetary constraints, and life constraints. However, the videos we will be producing will be slightly better quality and be more on brand for what we are trying to achieve.
Yes.
Right.
So it's far more geeking out.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
And they'll probably be a little longer because we'll just keep going on.
Yeah. And on forever. Yeah. We're gonna be the grumpy old men, or we're gonna be Waldorf and Statler. But one or the other.
They're grumpy old men too.
No, you're grumpy old men. Right.
I'm going to try and not be a grumpy old man, but at this time it's just happening. I can't help it.
Okay, so I don't know why anybody new would have chose this particular video to watch, but if you did, thank you very much. You should check us out on Facebook. That is where we have Geekology, the group. There are some various chat rooms and some other bits and pieces and ways you can contact us on there. What else there's Instagram, obviously.
Twitter.
Yeah.
Though you'll
To
probably
be fair,
notice
Instagram and Twitter, Sven does all the admin for. I'm admin.
You'll
for
have noticed that there hasn't been an awful lot going out through those. We did have Patreon. We don't have anymore.
Okay.
Because it's
Will we be going
wrong.
back on that when we are back up and running, possibly?
I think we might be better off doing a YouTube membership.
Yeah, cool.
But we'll see. Let's get us producing videos and getting videos out again.
Yeah,
and then we can look at that.
We'll get back to running and then we'll think about things like that.
Yes, so first 10 years is done.
Yeah.
Wow.
Went by quick, didn't it?
Way too quickly.
Yeah.
All my kids are now grown up.
There are lots of videos of me and you chatting. Total twat.
It won't be long before we've got 500 episodes on this channel.
Really?
If I get video editing. We could be this year.
Really?
Could be this year. There's been over 400 for a while.
No.
There are actually over 500 videos. It's just some of them are like subsets of other stuff.
Okay.
Like there's video footage of me looking at ships and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Right, just catching up on there. Adam says one company finally gave an update on the tricorder.
Yes, they did. The email was released 2 or 3 days ago. Yeah.
Explain. Tell me.
I'll show you the email. It's
Do it on camera.
That would involve me remembering everything that it said. It's on the pad.
Yeah, we're going.
Basically, they've gone. Listen, there was a really long delay.
There's a slidey slope, and at the bottom of it is age 50. We're both most of the way down now.
I'm in my 40s. He's weird.
You're catching me up in August. Shut up.
I am 47. That's it.
Right now.
Old. I am 47.
All right. Quality, not quantity. I do try. That's why there's more videos with just me.
That's why I had my little branch out just to do my own weird stuff.
Yeah, there's that as well. Thanks to the live stream, says Roger Hall. Look after yourselves. Trying to. I may be doing a stream at some point personally on my channel, my other channel, which is Geekology 2 s10e4. Do feel free to try and search it up. There's not an awful lot of progress.
Search it up.
Search it up. Give it a good search.
Please tell me you're not trying for that as a catchphrase. Search it up. He's not the new Make It So. I hate to tell you that.
Engage. Adam says, night everyone. Clive Cummings, hi Clive, says, happy 10th anniversary, guys. Thank you very much. Adam says, pre-production started a few months for proper production to start. Yeah. Sounds about right. Dave says, here's to a few more years at least.
Oh, definitely.
Fingers crossed.
Definitely. Of what? We don't know, but definitely.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Can't get rid of us.
We'll see how some of the appointments go. Of late coming up. Clive Cummings, great to be weird. Yes, it is. Who wants to be normal anyway?
God, no.
Boring.
Anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys, and good night.
Take care of yourselves. Ta-ra. Could you go and press the button, please?
Would do if I knew where the button was. Oh, this is embarrassing. This is like...
At least we've got
X. It's the
Q
X.
part of the Q&A. Let's not have the A.